Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been quite some time since I've made a video, and I want to apologize for that in advance. The reason why I haven't made a video, and the reason why this video is about the fact that I haven't made videos in a while, is just to kind of give a life update, to kind of go over things that I've experienced in the past 10 months, and why I kind of put YouTube off to the side. So, just to kind of make a long story short, when I first started doing content creation, guys, I was not necessarily in the best situation personally. There was some debts I owed. I didn't even have my own sort of form of transportation. And I really had to kind of get my life together and focus a lot of my time on just making sure that I was kind of taking advantage of the current situation I was in, which was basically having a lot of free time and really having certain opportunities presented to me that could actually positively impact my life, and then a side effect of that is positively impact the content creation I created. So for about a whole year, guys, I was just working nonstop. Like, it was every single day, like 13, 14-hour days, and I was driving a lot, doing a lot of work, doing a lot of overtime, saving money, having to deal with other personal issues, and it was a pretty strenuous, stressful year. And fortunately now, I've been able to clear my debts, got my own vehicle, and things are starting to get a lot better. I still need to move out, which is something that I've been focusing on, but honestly, even if things aren't necessarily good right now in terms of the occupation I have, it is going to be an inevitable fact that by the end of this year or in the middle of this year, I will have my own living space. And that will be very advantageous for me because that will allow for me to do content creation in a much better way, and also it will kind of give me my own sort of sense of independence and things of that sort. But really, the past 10, 11 months, guys, have been pretty focused on just trying to get my life together so that I would no longer be basically just kind of like broke, as straightforward as that sounds. Like, that's just the truth. I was just broke during that time. I still am to some extent, but not as much as I was there. And now, things are a little bit more different for me financially, which really does pave the way for me to generate more content and make videos like this and not be stressed out. Because when I was first starting off with YouTube, to be frank, I wasn't even like fully employed. Like, it was an uncertain time. And by me paying, I guess, my dues in the sense of sacrificing a whole year of my life, really just trying to, I guess, get things together, it really has been very beneficial for me. And also, guys, I haven't touched anything Hakuoki related in the past year. Actually, I did see movie 1. So I saw movie 1 one time during work because it was really slow. But outside of that, I haven't consumed anything Hakuoki. I haven't even thought about it, to be honest, because my mind has been so fixated on other things. And that's honestly sad, that sometimes life can get pretty hectic and busy, that you just kind of lose track of things that you find enjoyment from or passion from. But that's just kind of the name of the game, right? That's just kind of how life is and how difficult it can be to have your basic needs met, your cost of living taken care of, your career, making sure that you actually have something that you can do for the next 30, 40 years and not have to stress about finances. So those were all things that I was really tackling during that year or so, and still am to some extent. Like, I'm trying to learn about other things that could be more career than what I have now. But I like what I have now. I love my job. And I love the opportunities that are given to me. But it's not something I foresee myself doing in the long term, so now I'm kind of transitioning from having a job to a career, which is still going to take a little bit longer than expected, but I can stay on my job for 4 or 5 years. It would not bother me. That's how much I like it. And I probably prefer to stay that way, to be honest, because I like who I work for and so on. But again, it was just those things were really on my mind, and I kind of felt like I was not necessarily moving forward in life. And that's a very unfortunate state of mind to be in, when you feel like you're not moving ahead in life, or you feel like you're trapped, or you feel like you're not really being the person that you can be. And that's honestly what I felt prior to, I guess, taking that 10-month hiatus. And now, looking back at everything that I've gone through in the past 10 months, even though I didn't produce content and I wanted to, I appreciate the fact that I logged those hours, and I paid the time that I did by doing those hours of work and travel and so on, because now it's set my life up in a way where the future looks pretty promising, as long as I do what I'm supposed to on my end. And so that was kind of the main reason why I stopped creating content, because whenever I would create content, I kind of felt like pressure, like, oh, I have to knock this video out in this time and this day. And to be honest, YouTube isn't necessarily something that I think I'll really do full time, and I don't really plan on doing it full time. If the opportunity presents itself, amazing, but I just don't feel like the sort of Hakuoki slash reverse harem slash genre, let's say, that I cover is large enough for me to do so, but I don't necessarily care too much about that, because I look at this more as a passion project, and it's something where I can it's something where I can express my creative proclivities. And so, yeah, that was kind of the reason why I was out for like the past 10 months, and now I'm chilling to some extent, kind of waiting for it to pick up where I work. But you guys should see videos. Not as frequently as I used to in the past, but you'll see videos popping up now, because I kind of have the time to, and mentally I'm in the right headspace in order to do so. When I first started, and when I was kind of doing content creation for those 10 months that I was really working nonstop, I didn't really have the right mental capacity in order to do so. Like, my mind was just so fixated and stressed on other things that it almost felt like if I was just creating videos, it was almost like a waste of time, because I just could have allocated my attention towards other things that would have paid off and had much more of a profound impact in my life during that time. But now, since I have a decent foundation, like, it's not as bad as it was a year ago. Like, a year ago was really bad for me, to be honest, guys. And now, a year later, things are much better. It's not like perfect, but it's actually bearable. Like, there's actually a positive future that seems like it's going to emerge for me if I obviously do what I'm supposed to. So, with that being said, guys, that was kind of the long story short sort of explanation as to why I took a 10-month hiatus and why I haven't uploaded videos. But I will start uploading videos soon after this video is obviously posted, and be on the lookout for that. And also, just want to say thank you for those who have still stayed. My apologies. I know the Discord's a bit dead. I'll focus on trying to get that to become a little bit more active in the upcoming months. But yeah, expect as this year concludes, even though it just started, as the year starts to get busier in the middle, let's say around like June or January, March, April-ish, expect for there to be more changes going on in the channel, and also more changes in my life. Basically, my intent right now, guys, is to just relocate, and then from there, I'll have full expression of being able to create content. I still can now, but I just feel like that needs to be checked off first on my priorities list. And then from there, I can come back to focusing more on creating a sort of frequent flow in terms of generating content, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's the kind of long story short as to why I haven't uploaded anymore, why I haven't uploaded for the past 10 months, and I'll get back to it. I'm going to post a video potentially in the next 2 weeks. And with that being said, I just want to say thank you guys so much. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. If you celebrate, Happy New Year's if you celebrate. And yeah, feel free to have suggestions down in the comment section. And thank you guys so much for staying with me and sticking with me throughout this entire journey.